Welcome to the Building on Purpose TubeCast, where contractors share how they build with intention, purpose, and impact. You know, we've interviewed you before over here on the Building on Purpose, but the real reason why you're back again here today is I want you to share what is going on. You're everywhere online now. Is it goodcontractors.com? How do you say it properly?
The Good Contractors list, and
Is
that's
it,
what the
wait, hold, let's
website
get this
is.
right for our
Yeah,
listeners.
yeah.
The Good Contractors List.
.com. Yep.
So it's that long of a URL.
Yep.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to say it again. The Good Contractors
That's right.
List.com.
Yep.
I would be willing to bet if I Googled it, if I typed in good contractors, it probably will pop up. So let me go do that.
Yeah, I think one of our competitors is parking on it too. So
Huh. It pops right up in Google, baby.
yeah.
I
Well, it's
typed
been
good contractors list and it popped right up. So
it's been out since the company's been in business since 2011. So it's got a lot of history on the interwebs.
wow. Yeah, I see that. You guys have a great rating. My goodness. This is great. Business started in 2011.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
let's talk to the audience about what you guys do and what the purpose.
Sure.
Let's dig into this and share the story on what's happening right now.
Yeah. So I'll share the story about the Good Contractors list and what we are, and then I'll tell you about how I got involved.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That sounds great.
So in 2011, John Stuart Hill, the founder of the company,
Mhm.
started it he was on a mission he had worked for the Yellow Pages,
Oh,
and he had several meetings in person where he would overhear contractors who he was trying to get on the Yellow Pages talk about unscrupulous practices that they did in order to win over a customer, or not necessarily win them over, but screw them over.
yeah.
And he just thought there has to be a better way for homeowners to get in front of the good guys that
Yes.
really wake up every morning with a goal of serving their customer well and making a profit doing it.
Okay.
And that is when the Good Contractors list was born. He literally bootstrapped the entire thing. Everybody that he talked to said he was absolutely nuts to not only partner with contractors that were highly unreliable, which was the idea at the time, but you're going to back every job they do with a guarantee. You're going to go out of business quick.
Yeah.
You're going to go broke, is
Yep.
what he was told by everybody that he brought the idea to, except some key contractors in the area who said, I love the idea, and yeah, I'd be willing to jump on board. And so his first several contractors were what he used to build the website, and it's grown into a solution that has been in business now since 11 in the DFW market,
Okay.
and has all 50 trades on it. You have plumbers, electricians, flooring, landscaping, roofers, remodelers, and every single contractor that we've allowed on the list. Every job they do has the $25,000 guarantee
Whoa,
back
whoa,
to
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa, hold on. $25,000 guarantee.
Hmm. On every job that they do.
He will.
And
He does a surety bond. What
it
type of
is,
insurance claim is that?
so it's not an insurance claim, it's our money. Yep.
Dude, this is a whole nother level.
And so if we were to tell you
Yeah.
this like as a brand new startup, you would have the same response as the early contractors or early friends and family to him did.
Yeah.
Here we are 14 years later, and over $5 billion worth of jobs protected, and it's worked perfectly.
That's
Um,
beautiful. Dude, that is
and
anybody listening, just pause just for one moment and think about the how special that is. Now, my assumption is because of the $25,000 guarantee, a contractor that is on the good contractors list gets this third party validation at the point of sale in their story.
that's right.
Hey, we're backed by XYZ. Oh, and your OEM manufacturer warranty, and we're
Right.
here and we're there. So this can really powerfully help them into the impactful trust.
Well,
So,
that's how I got involved. Is I
okay.
was one of those contractors
All right.
who had the great Google reviews, had the good local reputation, had the platinum this and
Yeah.
the this and that and all that. But I learned early, especially when I was going up against other contractors, that everybody sounded the same.
Yeah.
Everybody was always pointing out the good things because no one's going to say, "Well, Chris, we're a mediocre roofer and we'll show up most of the time." Like,
Yeah.
right? They're always going to talk about the things that,
Yeah.
are the good about them.
Sure.
But
Sure.
what but so when we heard about the good contractors list, because this was the original idea behind this, there are competitors in the market space now, kind of, and I can go over that as well, because it will come up, especially in the roofing area.
Yeah.
Um, but it gave us the ability to sound different than everyone else because it wasn't just us saying, you know, don't take our word for it, look at our reviews, look at our this and that, but it was still about us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when we were able to say, and we're also on the good contractors list, which means we've been vetted
Yeah.
uh, so well that this company is willing to back every job, including this one, with a $25,000 guarantee. So you have no risk working with us.
Wow. What a takeaway.
Yeah.
Because you're
And
right.
so,
I mean, if you're with GAF and Owens Corning Certainty, Malarkey, like they give you a cute little badge because you've
mhm,
sold so much product and you're at
right,
this level. Well, so are kind of 10% of the other contractors. So what are the
right.
deviating factors of the business to really make you be a differentiator in the marketplace? And it's a loud world out there right now. So these contractors on the good contractors list, and I love the angel thing, the halo above the head
Mhm.
too, because it just looks good. It's trusting. It's a story.
Yeah.
I love
It's a
it.
great story too.
I love it.
John is on podcast telling the full story. I mean, he had a heart condition at the time and basically, he laid in the bed and said, basically, God, if you get me through this, I will serve you the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And then when he got him through it, he said, okay, show me how you want me to serve you. And outside of the traditional Christian approach of serving, everybody around him and what have you, he felt like God gave him this idea.
Okay.
Like, because, and if you think about it, up until just a few short years ago, there was nobody else even talking about it. Like, this was the originator of the guarantee backed solution. You can go to the Better Business Bureau and get an A+ rating. But if you're a contractor who walks off with a elderly lady's $11,000 deposit, she can go to the Better Business Bureau and complain about it and put a review in, but they're not going to give her $11,000 back. And so that's where the riskless approach really resonated, not only with the contractors, but with the homeowners.
Yeah.
Because then, so our marketing in the DFW market has always been homeowner centric because we understand that contractors are listening to those same radio spots and seeing the billboards. And so they're thinking, like, that is brilliant. And if I'm not part of that, I'm going to be left behind.
Yeah.
So in the DFW market, it really has made a huge impact. So even though we're new to the rest of the nation,
Yeah.
we have like what I like to say, a 14, 15-year blueprint, a proof of concept that we've
Yes.
already tried out and it works well.
I love it.
And it is across all trades, all 50, instead of just, one particular
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And so why that's important is because, and how it got so big so quick was when the plumber is registering his customers for the guarantee and the electrician's doing the same and the roofer's doing the same, they're introducing their homeowners to the list. Well, now in the future, when that electrician customer needs a roof, where are they going to go? They're not going to go to Google and play contractor roulette. They're going to go to the list, type
Yep.
in their zip code, roofing, and then they're going to see all the roofers within proximity of their home that are guaranteed. So now it's not a matter of where I'm going to find my contractor. It's which one do I want to choose off of
I
the
love it,
guaranteed
man.
list.
I
So it's
love
like it's almost like a safe community for
it.
good contractors to go. Because think about it, we don't get any press. When I do my job as a roofing contractor and I treat the customer well, the best I'm going to get out of it is paid and a good review.
Yeah.
But when the bad guy rips a lady off, he gets news coverage. He's the 5 o'clock news. He gets to get his picture up on he gets all this coverage,
Uh-huh.
and the good guys don't get that coverage. And so
No.
what we're doing is we're creating a place where homeowners can go to
Yeah.
find the good guys so they don't have to deal with all that crud.
I love, yeah. People are quick to leave a bad review. Like when I'm in a restaurant, and believe me, they have to really really be really mean to me and it'd be a really bad experience for me to leave a 1-star review for a business.
Same.
But man, I'll tell you what, if they've earned it and they've proven it and they've rubbed salt in that open wound, they're going to get a 1-star review from me and they're going to get it while I'm sitting there in front of them.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
now I'm different, Randy. When I get a 5-star service, I'm faster to do it and tell them and show them
Yep.
peace of mind. I'm
I'll even ask them their name and talk, and then they're like, "Oh, it's Sarah." And they're looking at me like, "Did I do something wrong?" I'm like, "No, I'm just giving you a review, and I wanted to name you by. I wanted to
damn
make sure
right.
your name was in there so your boss can see it."
I
Oh, thank you
walked
so
up
much.
I walked up to a guy last week at this little, we found this, we don't have many places to eat in this little farm town I live in, but there's this place called 1886 and it's on the golf course up the street. We wanted to go have a little dinner, so we went up there and I didn't know that they had this big, beautiful this pizza oven. And there's Pedro. And he's like, welcome. He goes, can I make you a custom pizza? And I was like, okay, that was a good intro because I didn't know what I was going to eat. But now you're asking me, can you make? And I was like, oh, I don't know, man. Let me go sit down and let me take a look at the menu. So we went in. Now he's planted the seed, which is what all contractors should do, by the way. You should always be planting little crumbs to your customers. But
Absolutely.
he planted the seed. I sat down, I looked at the menu. I'm like, that guy really sounds like he knows it. And then a waiter was backing him up with his credentials. He's like, yo, Pedro's the best pizza maker ever. I was like, okay, cool. So now I'm going to order a pizza. So I order a pizza. And I'm telling you, it came out, everything was perfectly. I was like, I looked underneath the crust to make sure the oil didn't go through. It was crispy all the way through. I'm like, this guy knows how to. I said, so Pedro the Pizza Pro.
Yeah.
While I was sitting there eating the pizza, it was unbelievable. I'm on Yelp leaving Pedro, the Pizza
Yeah.
Pro, and 1886, the 5-star review. I took a picture of it. I took a picture of Pedro. Like,
Right.
go all in. When I leave a 5-star review somebody, I'm all in.
So, as a direct analogy, imagine if you would have gotten that pizza and the toppings were undercooked, the
Oh,
dough wasn't cooked in the middle. You went to Pedro, they already paid for it. So you go to Pedro and he's like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it.
yeah. Or what's
Can
wrong?
you imagine if there was an equivalent to the good contractors list that said every restaurant that is on our list,
Yeah.
if you're not absolutely satisfied with the food that you get, and it's reasonable, not you you didn't tell them to put olives on it, they put olives, and now that's why you're not happy is because they had olives. Like you could have controlled that. But if it's something that they should have been able to control, like the dough was undercooked or whatever,
Yeah.
you'll get your money back. Like this
It's
is
it's
this
it's
is
brilliant. It's
yeah,
you got Angie's List and Thumbtack and Modernize. They're all just they're churning leads. They're not a real
that's it.
platform that cares. Anybody can be on the platform as long as you pay. It's pay to play. Your platform is fully vetted. Contractors,
That's
history,
right.
Better
That's
Business
right.
Bureau, reviews, licenses, probably workman's
Oh
comp,
yeah, all
all
of it.
fully vetted all the way out.
And not only that, but we like to tell our customers, like, look, I'm not telling you not to use Home Advisor or
Yeah,
Angie's. You
yeah,
you could use our guarantee to close that lead,
sure,
you
yeah,
know, but we're not a lead generation company. We
yeah,
are a guarantee company.
credit,
We
yeah,
use our reputation and our money backing to back you as the contractor because this is the biggest mistake there's two big mistakes that contractors make. One is they talk to a homeowner as if they are one of them. So
all
they
right,
use the big flashy words, especially if it's like an insurance process or whatever, and they forget you talk about this on a daily basis. This is the first time they're talking about it, maybe ever, or maybe in 20 years. So
yeah,
you have to really just like bring it down to a layman terms. And then the other thing that they assume is this just because you think really highly of yourself, that they are
yeah,
going to as well. And so by having, yeah, it is important to have good credentials,
yeah,
but having this third party behind you that says everything they just told you,
yeah,
we've already verified and it's
yeah.
true. So much so that, I mean, I actually have this marketing idea that I was thinking about where it's like, we're going to send this bundle of paper that is the same size as a dollar bill
Mm.
and wrapped in a $25,000 bankroll wrap, and then tell them to slide a real 20 under the top and the bottom. And when they go to meet with a homeowner, they're talking about this and say every single job that we do is backed by the 25,000. Boom, slam that onto the table and say that's this. Showing them that it's real money. Like we're really backing it with real money.
Yeah,
It's not a gimmick or anything. And yeah, and that's actually how I got involved is in 2019, 2020 timeframe, DT Roofing decided we were going to join the good contractors list because we felt like it was a good way to bring the customer right over the top. We already had a good reputation.
Yeah, yeah.
Now if I were to take us off the good contractors list, my 17 sales guys would lynch me because they use it as part of their, not only on their closing, but also even on their initial approach to the customer. If they're door knocking, a customer may say, oh no, I don't want anybody up on my roof. The last contractor came out here completely screwed up or everything. No, we get it. We understand. In fact, the roofing industry is chock full of a bunch of guys that don't know what they're doing. That's actually why we're vetted by the good contractors list. Every job we do is backed by a $25,000 guarantee. So you have no risk working with us. They use it at the beginning, they use it at the end, they use it right in the middle. And so let's just say that out of the 30 million that we did in revenue last year, 10% of our customers made the decision to move forward with us because we had that third party backing. And I'm saying that as a conservative number because we all know that homeowners tend to make decisions off of emotion. And so being less risk, you're a safe contractor. That is a deciding factor as well. But let's just say 10%. That's $3
Yeah,
million
yeah, yeah.
added to my bottom line last year.
Oh, it's more. LTV, lifetime
Right.
value of a client is bigger
Right.
because of the amount of people that you did a good job for. They're going to refer to church work and school
That's right.
people. It goes deeper because you guys have an amazing follow-up process after the install to ask for reviews, to ask for referrals, to
That's
become
right.
a life. Then you've got a maintenance program where you're out on the roof and you're in the neighborhood and they see the DT truck. So that 3 million,
Turns into many million in the long term. Yeah.
it's a loud world out there, folks, man. Like
Yeah.
you got to listen, Randy. Like this is not a sales pitch. I was generally interested. That's why I asked him on today to learn about the good contractors list. And you've got and I pitch this all the time to our clients at Improvifi. You have to show up different in this space right now because it's super competitive. The leads
Hmm.
just aren't falling out of the sky like they used to. You got to show up differently. You have to do things differently. You have to knock on the door differently. You have to present differently. You have to have a
Yeah.
12-step program differently. Like in
And
part,
it used to be that the quality of work was the
yeah,
differentiator, but now people are getting so good at the delivery that now the bar's been raised. And so
yeah,
now you have to set yourself apart another way.
yeah.
And everything that you say about yourself may absolutely be accurate, but they don't know that.
My,
But when
my
you bring in somebody else and they're backing it not only with a name but with money, that's when it puts it over the top. And so we've been very successful with it at DT Roofing. Kingdom Builder Construction, our construction company, is also on the list under two different categories, and then our garage door and service company is on the list. And so we benefit all the way across the board. So about 2 months ago, uh, I was discussing with the founder some things. He came into my office, and he finally, after 5 years of me bugging him, he finally decided to take it nationwide because it was a DFW only solution
yeah,
for all
yeah,
these years. And he said, and I'd love if it's possible with your companies. I know how busy you guys are, but if it's possible, I'd love for you to come on as the COO and take this thing nationwide because I know
yeah,
I've seen what you guys have done with DT, and I know that you not only believe in what we do because you're a customer and you've been evangelizing me that I need to take it nationwide for a long time, but I know you have the ability to, the understanding to do it. And so I couldn't say no. I jumped on the opportunity. So the obviously the huge elephant in the room for roofing company owners that may both know me and also know our industry is
yeah,
that, well, Randy, haven't you been pushing directory all these years?
yeah,
And the answer is absolutely. And I still think that directory is a valid solution. Where I decided to, proverbially jump ship is I was with directory as a customer because the good contractors list wouldn't go nationwide. I was still on the good contractors list,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I wanted to be part of something that went nationwide because I truly believe that this is a problem nationwide. And so when John finally decided, let's go nationwide, and I didn't see directory really moving anywhere other than just in the roofing space, I wanted to be part of something that
Yeah,
had
yeah,
already figured out all the trades and
yes,
everything.
yeah, yeah,
And so that's where I absolutely love that directories in the marketplace. I'm a firm believer that you have to have competition in a particular space to
Yes.
legitimize your
Yep.
necessity.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to buy just a single shingle manufacturer. You know, you
Yep.
want options.
Yes.
But I just feel like with the good contractors list, our story is already mature and it's ready to go nationwide.
Nice. Well, good for you,
And
man. Yeah,
yeah,
I currently agree with that as well. I've been a big fan of the directory and the concept of that, even back in the day when I was trying to build Blue Pages Pro, which was a software platform very similar to all that. So I've been a big fan of all of it. So it's yeah, I think it's great, man, and it's having you in the leadership and being part of this. I've just sat back, kind of like from 20 yards, going, oh, boop, boop, boop. I start to see the map growing, and it's just
yes,
because, like, you're right. It's not about just roofing. I always say we finance it, whether it's in it, on it, or around it. We got you covered, man. Like
that's
I
right.
finance the gutters, the windows, the doors, the siding, the garage door, the cement, the septic, the plumbing, the
And
whatever
there's a
it is.
contractor that does every single one of those,
Yeah, exactly.
you
So
know,
that's is beautiful. I think that there's definitely some synergy between Improvifi and the good contractors list that I,
no question.
look forward to getting you guys out there growing. That's awesome, man. I love the story. Anything else you want to share with the audience on the good contractors list? Like
No,
how does
I
somebody
mean,
like become part of it? Like where do they go? Who do they talk to? How does somebody like a contractor in Wisconsin and in New
right.
Jersey and Florida, how do they become part of the good contractors list?
So, you would first, you can, if you know me personally, you can go to Facebook and message me, and I'd be happy to set a call up with you. Right now, I'm working with, I have those calls with the roofing companies only because that's
Okay.
my industry and I speak their language.
Okay.
Um, but you can go to the goodcontractorslist.com, and at the top of the website, there's a become a contractor
Okay.
button. Click on that, fill out the basic information, and then our team will follow up with you, explain everything. Most of it I've already explained, but they'll also explain like what it requires. You know, the requirements ironically aren't very difficult, but you wouldn't believe how many companies don't fit them. You know, like, because we're very specific, and that's the reason how we can back over $5 billion and growing in jobs since 11 and not go out of business,
Yeah.
because our claim rate is low so that we can keep our costs to the contractors that should be on the list low, you
Yeah.
know, and as we grow into a new market, we're putting marketing into that market. San Antonio really started to pick up quick right out of the gate when we announced it being launched. So we already have ads going in San Antonio. We're getting more contractors in San Antonio. So that's how it works is
Whoa, 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 whoa,
you
hold on. So hold on. I can stop. What do you mean you run ads?
So we run our Facebook sponsorships and stuff to
So
get
you're
people
telling
to
me
learn more.
a consumer can see the good contractor list ad to get
Oh yeah,
to get connected
oh
with the good
certainly,
contractor.
but our target for the new markets is the contractor because
Got
we
it.
have to
But
make sure.
consumers don't care. They go,
Right.
"Ooh, good contractors list."
Yeah.
Like,
hmm And
Randy.
that's exactly and we're monitoring that traffic
Yeah,
in the various areas so that we know when to send money into that region.
I
So
love it, man.
we've
That's
signed our first few Floridian contractors recently. That's going to start growing quickly.
good.
Oklahoma, obviously, you've seen the map. It's kind of almost spreads like a wildfire. And we
It looks like
signed,
a family tree, actually.
yeah, California is starting to exactly like an explosion, and California is starting to come on board. We have, and so really, it's a matter of us growing our team
Yeah,
fast enough to be able to keep up with the requests,
yeah,
and that's
yeah,
why I'm even on. I'm fortunately with my companies, with DT companies, I have such amazing leadership in place
yeah.
that I don't have to babysit the day-to-day operations,
Yep, yep.
and so they know how to get a hold of me if they need me, but otherwise. I'm focusing on this right now because it's a
Good.
mission. I want to help more homeowners get in front of the good guys
Yeah, yeah,
and the guys that are either practicing contractor
yeah,
or purposely being bad. I don't want them to ever be exposed so that I want them to go out of business
yeah. Love it.
because they don't have good intentions.
Yeah, I love it, man.
And yeah,
Great. That's beautiful. All right. Well, this is good. We kept it at about a half an hour, folks. Anybody looking to get more information on
yep,
the good contractors list, we're going to put Randy's information below. We'll put an email there. We'll put the website. We'll get the information to you. You know, you can always reach out to me as well. I could pump you right back over to Randy's world. But man, brother, thank you so much for coming on and sharing a half an hour today so we can get this message out to there to help bring more and more people and consumers to the Good Contract List. I appreciate your time, brother.
I appreciate you having me on, Chris. Well, we look forward to continue to work with y'all. Personally, through our company, we've had great success using your company as our financing arm, and it makes complete sense going into the future that we offer Improvifi as a partner to the Good Contractors List
Amen.
contractors as
Look,
well.
look forward to the growth, brother. Thank you so much, Randy. Appreciate your time today, my man.
Take care.
Over and out. Blessings.